I married a warrior. Sarah served 3 tours in Afghanistan, came home with a Purple Heart and PTSD that haunts her sleep. But to Brenda, our HOA president, she was just the new girl, a squatter in our own home. Brenda called the cops on my wife. But when the officer saw Sarah's military ID, Brenda froze. I'm Jack, and this is the story of how my wife's uniform taught our neighborhood that heroes don't always wear capes. Stick with me. By the end, you'll see that the bravest thing you can do is look beyond the surface. The for sale sign in our old neighborhood was a white flag. Sarah had been discharged 6 months prior, but the city noise triggered her panic attacks. We found a house in Oak Creek, a quiet, family-friendly subdivision. The HOA rules were 17 pages long, but we didn't care. We just wanted peace. Our first week, I was mowing the lawn when Brenda marched over. She's 58, with a bob cut and a clipboard. You're the Thompsons, she snapped. I'm Brenda, HOA president. Your wife's car's been in the driveway for 3 days. Rule 7, vehicles must be garage kept. Sarah was inside, unpacking boxes. She'd spent the morning crying because the sound of a helicopter made her flinch. She's a veteran, Brenda, I said. She's adjusting. Brenda's eyes narrowed. Veteran. She looks 30. What branch? Army. Infantry. 3 tours. Brenda waved a hand. Cute. But rules are rules. She walked away, her pen circling driveway violation on her clipboard. 2 days later, Sarah started moving boxes from the U-Haul. Brenda was watering her roses. Aha, she yelled. She snapped a photo with her phone. Squatters. I knew it. I ran over. Squatters. Brenda, we own this house. Prove it, she spat. I'm calling the cops. Non-emergency line. Suspected trespassing. Sarah stood on the porch, a box labeled kitchen in her arms. Her hands shook. Jack, it's fine. Let her. But I saw her eyes, the same look she had in Kandahar when a sandstorm rolled in. Fear. The dispatcher said cops be there in 10. Sarah went inside, came back with a framed photo. It was her in uniform, standing in front of an Apache helicopter. For when they get here, she whispered. Brenda paced the sidewalk, dialing her HOA board. We've got a situation. I need backup. The sirens came at 6 p.m. 2 squad cars, lights off. Officer Davis walked up, hat in hand. Ma'am, he said to Brenda, you called about trespassing. Brenda pointed at Sarah. She's not the owner. I demand a wellness check. Officer Davis turned to Sarah. Ma'am, can I see some ID? Sarah handed him her driver's license. He glanced at it. And can I see proof of residency? Sarah took a deep breath. She reached into her pocket, pulled out her military ID. It was worn, the edges frayed. Officer, she said, her voice steady. Sergeant Sarah Jenkins. U.S. Army. Retired. Officer Davis stared. Then he snapped to attention. Ma'am. Thank you for your service. He turned to Brenda. Mrs. Thompson is the homeowner. Her ID matches the deed. This is a civil matter, not a police one. Brenda's face went white. But the car in the driveway. Rule 7 allows for temporary exceptions during moving, Officer Davis said. And frankly, ma'am, you're wasting our time. He tipped his hat to Sarah. Ma'am, if you ever need anything at all, call me. My brother served with the 101st. Brenda stood frozen, her clipboard clutched like a shield. The cops left. Sarah walked over to her. Brenda, she said, I'm not a squatter. I'm a soldier. I fought for the right to park my car wherever I want. Brenda's lips trembled. I didn't know. You didn't ask, Sarah said. The next day, Brenda left a note in our mailbox. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Can I bring dinner? We declined. But a week later, she knocked. She was holding a plaque. I contacted the VFW, she said. They're honoring you at the next meeting. I want to present this." The plaque read, "To Sergeant Sarah Jenkins, a true American hero." From the Oak Creek community. Last month, Sarah spoke at the neighborhood 4th of July picnic. She talked about her time overseas, about the friends she lost, about the PTSD that still wakes her up screaming. "But I'm not a victim," she said. "I'm a survivor. And I'm home." Brenda stood in the back, wiping tears. Afterward, she hugged Sarah. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I'm so sorry. Brenda called the cops on my wife." But Sarah's ID didn't just clear her name, it opened our neighborhood's eyes. The world tells you to fear what you don't understand. But Sarah, she taught us that heroes are just people who've seen the worst, and still choose to love. So here's my message: if you see someone who looks different, a veteran, an immigrant, a person with scars you can't see, don't assume. Ask. Listen. Because the person you're judging, they might just be the one who saves you. I'm Jack Thompson. I married a warrior. And I'm the luckiest man in the world. Sarah stands in her front yard, laughing as she teaches Brenda how to plant tomato seedlings. The camera pans to their driveway. Sarah's car is still there, but now there's a "Support Our Troops" magnet on the bumper. Fade to black.